Nova Nation. My name is Lauren Armstrong, and I'm a senior communication and public administration major from Avon, Connecticut. Let's talk more about what we mean when we say ignite your strengths. Have you ever wondered why you make certain choices or like certain things? Like why you may prefer to take a class at 1:30 in the afternoon rather than one at 8:30 a.m.? Or why you'd rather have your closet color-coded as opposed to just keeping everything in a pile? This assessment will measure your natural patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. There are thousands of these patterns that explain who you are and why you are the way you are. These are your talents. Based on decades of study, Clifton Strengths will take all of these many talents and put them into 34 different categories, or is known as the 34 different themes. Your post-assessment report will include a summary of your top 5 signature themes, which represent your strongest talents. Once you come to understand your top 5, you can work to develop them and utilize them into different areas of everyday life. Once you fully utilize them, they become your strengths. It's important to know that strengths aren't just skills or abilities, nor are they supposed to be a label or definition. They're a mindset. They're the way that you think about and ultimately go about completing projects and tackling problems. It is also good to remember that the themes not in your top 5 are not your weaknesses. While your strengths are those that come the most easily to you, you have talents in all 34 themes, and will need to tap into them at one point or another throughout your life. As you navigate your transition to Villanova, we want you to come to understand your strengths and use them as tools for self-discovery. We ask you to complete the Clifton Strengths Assessment prior to arriving at Villanova. This will be your first introduction into Clifton Strengths. However, throughout the course of your Villanova career, you will utilize it in many different ways, because it can provide a helpful lens as you experience new things and learn more about yourself. During my first year at Villanova, I came to know my strengths, such as being restorative and an achiever. My restorative strength has helped me to approach issues from a different perspective, both inside and outside the classroom. And by using my achiever strength, I learned how to create study, work, and involvement schedules and groups that help me succeed to the best of my ability. Over the last few years, I've also been able to have the opportunity to learn more about and cultivate my non-dominant themes. My Clifton strengths have become an important factor in how I carry myself in my day-to-day life. If you lead with your strengths and work to apply them in the classroom, in your campus involvement, in your relationships, and in your future careers, you'll see how your overall well-being can improve. As a community, the appreciation for every individual's strengths is what helps us thrive. Clifton Strengths gives Villanovans a common respect for each other's individuality and common language to recognize each other's strengths. Ignite your strengths, and together we can ignite change.